Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our full BZ Plus playthrough. We are working towards Moho Mines, and we got all sorts of things established, including mining flake graphite and diamonds and coal and stone. And we ran out of one more thing. Seems to be the name of the game these days, which is tungsten. I need some tungsten for various things, including military science, which used it all up. I can't remember, does blue science require some tungsten too? Yeah, just a little bit, not a lot. Military requires a lot more per unit, like 8 times more. But all that to be said, we're out of tungsten and we're going to need some for Moho Mines. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a long belt from here. We've got 2 patches of wolframite. And it doesn't seem far enough away to warrant getting trains all the way over there and adding a whole nother station. Considering this will last me a long time, I think that makes me happy enough to do a long belt. So we'll see if this is far enough. Let's see, what's the measurement here? So it looks like we need to go, yeah, 700-ish. It's a pretty long belt, but we have enough for it. So we'll go ahead and do it. This is 5. Oh yeah, this is 12 now. So a full row of stuff is 12 stacks. So we have 13 stacks. So we're good to go on that. And we will hook it up to the same position it was in before. This will be a place for Moho Mines soon. Or a single Moho Mine, I guess. So then we'll just get this going. Max distance. I mean, I probably should do a train, but I don't feel like doing a train, because this is just going to be faster. So I'm going with the easy solution. Do we have enough mines? Probably not. That'll be enough. And we need some water. Well, I did just kind of answer that question, Archcraft. It's because I'm lazy AF. That is the why. That is the answer. Alright. And then we can get water at the location, because you need water to mine wolframite. I guess that is one place where the water well pumps are going to potentially make something trivial that wouldn't normally be trivial. A lot of times it just keeps you from having to do water pipe spaghetti, but in the case of remote mining, it keeps you from having to essentially put water on a train. That's what you would normally have to do. So, in this case though, it doesn't matter because I'm mining close to water anyway. And if I was actually playing without the water well mod, I would probably just try to find a patch of wolframite that was near enough to a lake that I would just do that anyway. So I guess in some senses it's just saving me some time and exploration, which I don't really mind. Okay, and I still haven't done termites. I should probably get termites going. It makes it easier to get rid of large forests, but nanobots are capable of that too. Right. Get this going. And then we need water. Connected. Should be it. There we go. That wasn't too bad. See, that was so much faster than setting up train stations. And this patch is 250,000, so it'll last me a while. And I don't think I'll need more than 6 a second for quite a bit, so... That is just a quick solution. Mine more tungsten, which I guess is technically wolframite, but... Now why did... It's interesting this closes. Toggle details. Seems like it was on before. I don't remember turning it off. It seems like it turned off on loading the game, which I don't love. Electric engines are the only thing I think we have left, which is kind of, I guess, all of these steps, because we do need the flying robot frames in general, so I'll do everything for this other than the advanced circuits. Yeah, Flaberia, I kind of agree that water being available anywhere should be part of vanilla. It does seem weird that you can't extract water from the ground. Okay, so now we just need... Do we need anything? Yeah, tungsten is 2 to 1. Smelting. And we already got more oil, so that will handle plenty more sulfuric acid. Hey, WRDG, how's it going? Yes, that is the trains at home, as we've called it in previous playthroughs. Definitely a, well, you know, a shortcut, because I'm lazy. So here we are. Now we need to add, so we've got lubricant set up, that's good to go. The issue there is the petroleum gas output. So I guess what we need to do next is figure out a solid fuel kind of overflow. So what we actually want to do, we're going to need some circuit conditions here. Probably a pump. Because light oil makes more solid fuel than petroleum gas. So you don't want to waste... At least I think that's true. Yeah, so it's 10 to 1 or 20 to 1, and the petroleum, when it's cracked from light oil, doesn't quite... It actually decreases. And so you'll go from having 3 solid fuel to 1 solid fuel. Now, I guess if your goal is to truly void things and get rid of them, you could do it that way. But it's far better to turn the light oil into solid fuel instead of petroleum gas first. And then you don't need to turn as much petroleum into solid fuel. So then, essentially what I need to do is say if lubricant is low, and there's not another way to make lubricant, right? I'm not missing something here. Yeah, it's just heavy oil, and then heavy oil only comes from crude oil, or the coal liquefaction thing. So yeah, we do want this to be a thing. We essentially want these guys making solid fuel from light oil. What's the rate there? 15? It might need to be more than that. Let's leave some space for beacons. And then solid fuel out. Okay, so that can handle up to 30 a second. That should be plenty. And then we need some for petroleum. What's the ratio here? So if our goal is to use the heavy oil, we're going to be getting slightly more petroleum than light oil, but not by much. So then this will be the petroleum to solid fuel. The rate is double, so we're not going to need as many. just do 4. This will be solid fuel. Minecarts would be cool. Okay, so now what we need to do is, if this condition is met, we siphon off the petroleum. Well, first we siphon off the light oil before it gets turned into petroleum, which is difficult. So this right here is the light oil before it goes to petroleum. So then what I want is a amount of lead. I think I'll need... I don't need a tank, but a tank is going to make this more... probably more effective. Enough pipes could do the trick, too. If I had like 20 or 30 pipes, that might be enough. Because essentially what I want to do is redirect this to be pumped, and that will have the effect of this will always be 100% jammed full with light oil. And then we just need to have an overflow. Of course, this doesn't fit right here, so this is all annoying. Guess we'll just do that, and then we'll put the tank there. Okay, so then that will pump light oil into this tank, and then it will overflow. Yeah. That will be correct. So it'll overflow into here. I guess that needs to be that one. So when it's more than 50% full, it'll get turned into petroleum. And then we will have another pump. Maybe I could have done this with only one pump. I mean, basically we just need a check valve of some sort. We only want it to run this direction if lubricant is low. So this will only happen if lubricant is less than, we'll call it 24,000. Then that will turn on, and that will supply the light oil over to here, and it'll all get turned into solid fuel. And that will be the priority over turning it into petroleum, in fact. Is that right? No, it's actually the other way that we want it. We want that to be the overflow. Because in general, I want all of my, liquid oil processes to be prioritizing petroleum and plastic and sulfur and sulfuric acid and all that. And then it's only if we have too much light oil that we need to start turning some of it into lubricant. So here we'll only pump light oil to make solid fuel if we're short on lubricant and we have excess light oil built up here. Otherwise, everything will work fine. But then the... let's see. I guess we'll do the same thing for petroleum. So petroleum... This is the excess from light oil coming here. Which always gets used first. And then I'm just trying to make sure this works. Is there anything light oil makes that nothing else does? Oh, rocket fuel. Because now we're essentially going to have two pump conditions. Because we will want to vent petroleum gas into solid fuel if light oil is running low. And then the heavy oil will get turned into either lubricant or light oil. So actually that works fine. Because the priority is to turn it into lubricant anyway. And then it'll turn into light oil. So if light oil is low, then we start doing the petroleum. So then what we'll do is put a tank here. These are the two petroleum inputs. I don't think petroleum's getting used anywhere on this chain, right? It's just outputs? Yeah. And then we'll do a pump. Oh, over here. So that'll fill up, and then we will go ahead and pump out if light oil is low. You know, and I can just connect this all with one, actually, because we're measuring two different things. So then this one will work if light oil is less than 20,000. And it needs to be on an overflow, just like before. So we're only doing this if we have too much petroleum anyway. It's very possible I'm overcomplicating this. There's a decent chance of that. But what I'm trying to do is only vent into solid fuel if I need to. And crack if it's helpful. Because yeah, all heavy oil is to lubricant, and I'm cracking if that's full. That's what I'm doing there. And then light oil, I don't need rocket fuel yet. And isn't rocket fuel worse than solid fuel for megajoules? Yeah. So it's not like that's useful until you need rocket fuel. So then essentially we want to turn light oil into petroleum and then use up petroleum for all those things. But then we also would rather turn light oil into solid fuel if we're trying to get rid of both light oil and petroleum for the cause of lubricant, if that makes sense. So we could make it simpler and just turn all the light oil into petroleum and only do petroleum to solid fuel, but then we get a lot less solid fuel when we just need lubricant. And so this is more efficient in terms of how much solid fuel gets created. Now then the issue is solid fuel if I'm not going to need all of it for my base, because it only gets created as one thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a belt all the way over to my power area, which is over here. And we're going to use that for power. No, I'm preferring lubricant. Heavy oil goes past all these lubricant makers first, and then it has an overflow into cracking. Over we go. We could also fuel our trains with solid fuel, which will give them slightly more oomph. We can do that here. How do we want to do this? Let's see. That should do it. Input priority right. So that'll be solid fuel. And then we'll use this steam power. And that'll get prioritized. And then we also have down here. Kind of annoying, but let's see. We'll move that there. This will just kind of be in front of everything. And we just need to make sure it can go on both sides. So that should more or less prioritize. We'll move this one to be there. So I think that'll do it. And I don't think we'll ever, you know, have an issue where we have too much solid fuel for the power we need. Our base is always going to use plenty of power. So, okay, so that's done. That wasn't really something I planned on needing to do, but here we are. Because sometimes you need a lot of lubricant. The other way to do it is just make a lot more tanks of lubricant. You know, if I just had 300,000 lubricant, I probably would never have issues, but whatever. The boilers will take the solid fuel once they run out of coke, and they'll run out of coke when they can't grab any coke because the whole belt is solid fuel. So as long as you prioritize the belt on both sides with solid fuel, they'll run out of coke. If you had one on each side of the belt, you would be correct, in that they would never stop using coke. Okay, so electric engines are next, and then the gyroscopes. And then I need more sulfuric acid. That was one of the things I was going to do. So really just 2 more making sulfur is it. So I just need to do a bit more sulfur over here. Unfortunately, I didn't really leave enough room for myself, as usual. I try so hard to prevent it, and then I don't. Yeah, let's make this a little less bad. Okay, sulfur, we will do 3. And don't connect that. And we need alumina. And then we've got sulfur. And then we need... I can handle 5. So, I guess we need 2 of these. That's the other nice thing, is sometimes you can't rotate it in the right direction because of the spot that it's in, but with picker dollies, you can get it rotated and then shift it into the right spot, which always feels nice. And then we need this guy for the lead, and then the sulfur comes back around. I'm just gonna get rid of that one. And then we'll turn a corner here. And then for water, we need T-junction. And there we go. Sulfur is good. Plenty of sulfuric acid. I should probably put that in a tank. Let's do that. We'll do 2 tanks. And I need some lead. Pick up a whole stack here. Okay, so we'll just let sulfuric acid kind of fill up there, so we don't have to worry about buffers emptying too quickly. And then, where is that going? It's going over here. It's going to need to go further, though, so we'll do a T-junction. Go ahead and extend that. Alright. So here we go, off into the new world of MIMS, gyroscope, and flying robot frames. I'm gonna make some lamps too. Alright. So we did the sulfuric. MIMS gyroscope is pretty simple. We just need to pull all these things off of the belt. Now, we do have silicon, but we don't have silica. But we do have stone brick. So we can do that in an electric furnace. So that's easy. So we need stone brick. We need... I mean, heck, we need almost everything. Lead. You know, between all of these, we need titanium, both colors of circuit, lead, copper, graphite, stone brick, silicon, tungsten, diamond, alumina. It's like, it's a lot of things. That is a lot of things. Now, these gyroscopes, do we need them for anything else, or is it just the robot frames? Oh yeah, we looked at this. It's pretty much just the robot frames and later rocket control units, but I'll deal with that later. So we do only need the 4. I will concrete everything someday, I promise. Okay, so these are going to be the gyroscopes. And we do need a copper and an electric furnace. And a copper wire maker. So you'll make copper wire, you will do the stone brick thing. I can find it. There it is. Okay, so stone brick and copper can go on the same belt, I think, which will go this way. Or even better, it can do this. And then I'll do that. Okay, so that'll be up from here. Need an underground there. Okay. Actually, that's not normally how I do it. Crap. It needs to be here. I guess that's fine. That's more what I normally do. So then copper's the bottom one, and then tin is here. So that actually works out okay. And then this one, need an underground. Okay. That's a couple things done. And then those are 2 items out of 5. 5 is a lot. That means we're gonna have to do 3 belts on one side and 1 belt on the other, which means we have to take advantage of Bob's adjustables, because otherwise in vanilla you would never be able to handle this. Actually, wait, you would. You could do this in vanilla. It's just easier with Bob's adjustable inserters. At least I think you could handle this in vanilla. I guess it's been so long, I'm out of touch with the common people. I don't really remember what you could handle or couldn't. What am I doing? This is not the... This is the beginning of the buildings. So you grab from that belt. Grab from this belt. Grab from that belt. Yeah, that would work in vanilla too. Power everything up, and there's your 6 or 5 inputs, I guess, and then output onto belt here. Bada bing, bada boom. Copy that. And there's your gyroscopes. And we'll go ahead and get these output. All the rates are very small here, but we need diamond, tungsten, and silicon. Those are the other 3. So those 3. Oh, I'm out of belts. Let me go get some more belts, but that's what I'll put on those 2. So go ahead and get that. I really need logistics bots. That's going to be very nice. But you can't get... Am I remembering correctly that you can't do... Okay, you can do personal logistics at Blue Science. It's just the requester chests you can't do. But even personal logistics will be quite nice. Actually, we probably want those. Those are for the electric furnaces. And what else can I research while I'm sitting here thinking about it? Mining productivity is probably a good one to do again. Yeah, that's true. Construction bots become a thing as well, which is important. I should automate modules. They don't have to be fast. Let me put that on my list. Just as a thing. I don't want it to be hot, though. Okay, so what did we say? We needed titanium. Or was it tungsten? It's tungsten. Tungsten, diamond, silicon. So tungsten, diamond, silicon. Okay. And so we're gonna be here. Okay, so diamond, tungsten, silicon. So what we'll do is we'll do the silicon on this one, like so. And then the tungsten will be here. And then all of these need undergrounds. Could I do that differently? I don't think so. This is on the wrong side of the belt to be able to fit into that corner. Otherwise I could save maybe a tile? Maybe not, actually. And then diamond. I think we can just do that, actually. And that'll do it. Okay, now I do like to have these all line up with each other, because that makes me very happy. So we'll do those the same way. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, no. This isn't one. It's just those two. And these two. Okay. Cool. So that's done. Actually, yeah, these are running already. Beautiful. Alright, so we got the gyroscopes. Check that off the list. And then electric engines are just regular plus green chips. Very small amount of green chips and lubricant. So what we're going to do is skip making the green chips, and we'll make this stuff again. Bottom two are not lined up. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh, these two. With those? Wait, what? Oh, I don't mind. I just like them to line up for each block of 6. So these are all lined up with each other, which is fine. I don't want these ones to have to match with these, but just within a block. Like, the ones that are basically touching, it's nice when they enter and exit at the same point. I think it looks nice. Not a big deal, but... so engines are interesting. I probably should have just built this bigger in the first place, because now I'm just going to have to do it again. Which is annoying. But, whatever. Yeah, because that's for science, so I can't just copy it. But what I will do is literally just copy the whole dang thing, because I believe that will work properly. Guess we'll find out. We will need a lot of belts to connect everything, though. And I'm out of nanobots, so we'll go get both of those things. We need to connect these. But I think that'll work. Do we have enough? Craft a few more, get some gears. Also, is this just a really slow research, or are we out of science? It's just slow. I could maybe use some more labs. We're still sitting at 64, I think. Could make another 32, speed things up. I will just take all the belts. And some cable. Quite a few nanobots, and we're good to go. Okay, so we are getting there. We're almost to moho mines. And both types of bots. Construction and logistics bots as well. We'll get all this built. We need some extra belt action here. Okay. It's a lot of iron we just blew through. Such a satisfying feeling. Feels good. Okay. Get that hooked up. That was nice. That's the positives of having a bus. Didn't have to design all that again. And now we just need the engines to come this way. And we need circuits. I don't think I need 2 lines of them, though. I guess it kind of doesn't matter, but this way we can mix them with the engines. And that may need to go a little further over, because I need the same amount. I will just do that, I think. So then input, output. Shift. Shift. Power pole. Power pole. Set the recipe. Get the pipes lined up and copy and copy. Now, why did engines stop? Not enough gears, not enough iron. Oh, yep, our iron is really bad. That's not good. Do we even have any of our iron buffer still? Nope, it's just gone. Yikes. Okay, well, that's a thing, I guess. Get those hooked up, and then come down, turn a corner. I don't know where lubricant is exactly. There it is. All right. That should do it. Yep. Got some electric engines. And then batteries. And then we'll be ready to go. Except for our massive iron shortage. Can I do anything about that? Not easily. I need to set up another train for iron. But until I do, can't really do much about that. Okay, well, guess we're stuck for now. So lead, copper, graphite, and then sulfuric. Let's get that extended. We need chemical plants. Oh crap, I'm out. Steel we can do. Alright, so chemical plants. We need 8. That's not very many. And 3 inputs. Batteries might be something I want to double beacon, so we'll do this. Okay. And then output. Crap. We need one more space. Forgot about the output. Okay, put that there, power that up, get that copied. Well, no, actually. Move all of that one tile over. Yeah, and then get that copied. Thank goodness for nanobots. Nice and fast these days. Okay, so we need graphite, lead, copper. Sulfuric is basically hooked up. We just need to do this. Graphite, lead, copper. Oh, that's easy enough. We actually already have lead and copper right here together, so I will just split that. Convenient. And then graphite. Come up there. And that should do it for batteries. I will put a few in a chest just to have them. Cool. Cool. Okay, well, that is officially everything we need for flying robot frames. Nice. So we need the battery, the engine, the MEMS, and then titanium plate and green chip. Cool. Now batteries, should I put them on the bus? They go into accumulators, they go into flying robot frames, and then a bunch of other stuff that I don't really think I need it on the bus for. I mean, they go in laser turrets, but those don't go in anything, so that doesn't matter. And then they go in accumulators, but I really don't need those till satellites. I'm not planning on doing solar as a power, the main thing for power, so I don't think they need to be on the bus. I can just use this as a provider chest for the few things I need them for. So now the question is, do I do more iron now? Or do I just go straight for the robot frames? I think I go for the robot frames. I do need a couple more pipes, though. I ran out. And we'll probably be done with this episode once I get those pipes built. And then in the next one, we'll do the flying robot frames and hopefully be able to build our first moho mine. I should have enough stuff to be able to do that, even if it's only a couple. And that will feel so good to finally be getting infinite ore. Oh gosh, my iron. My iron. Yep, that needs to be on the list for sure. More iron. Panic. Pipes. I'm here for pipes. Done. And undergrounds too, which just costs more iron. Yeah, we're using up all our iron. You know what I might do is take 500 of those and downgrade some belts here. From red back to yellow. And that'll get me some iron back, essentially. At least for now. We'll swap this back eventually. Someday, when maybe I have a full red belt of iron, rather than part of a yellow belt of iron. That's just not good enough. Alright, there we go. Now we've got all our batteries running, these are running. Electric engines, batteries, gyroscopes are over here. Sweet! Okay, well, I'm going to call it an episode there, and in the next one, we will get our flying robot frames. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.